Okay. Let me just start off with I brought diversity in baseball because that's an advantage IGF promotes. That's why I brought it up. Now, our proponents fail to rebuttal any the claims that they fail to rebuttal are that MLB is the most competitive sport from NFL and NBA, and thus low payroll teams can be competitive, as my partner clearly explained. They didn't at all. They didn't refute that. So that's true. MLB is already competitive. Why need a salary? You don't. All right. So also, they failed to mention anything about the IGF, which is a huge advantage because again, it gives opportunities. But the biggest part in all of this is that and they fail to mention it, and they fail to bring it up too, that the players are going to continually reject the signing bonus. And as I previously said before, that there's too many disadvantages. So there's too many disadvantages to the system, and that's why they're going to continually reject it. And there was a collective bargaining agreement, which you can include the salary cap or not, just 2 weeks ago, and they didn't include it. So, and they're not going to think about it for the next 5 years. It's obviously, and like I said, over the 20 years, they've continually rejected it. And as we said, revenue sharing promotes competitiveness. They didn't say anything about that either. The luxury tax slows down high payroll teams. They didn't say anything about that either. So basically, in summary, a salary cap, we don't need a salary cap because baseball, like they said, it's uncompetitive. We proved it's competitive. They didn't say anything against it. The current system that we have, revenue sharing, helps lower teams. As I pointed out, like Yankees gives the Pirates money yearly and makes them worth more value. So revenue sharing is an effective system that we currently have to make lower teams more competitive. And the luxury tax helps slow teams down by taxing them like 40%. And the luxury tax, as I mentioned, has many advantages. And another important thing to mention is the salary cap, if you include it, as my partner mentioned before, it has a loophole that's very important. Because that loophole, a signing bonus, let's say a player like Albert Hainsworth, he didn't say it, but Albert Hainsworth, a player signs for $20 million, and that's his base salary. If teams, since you're going to restrict it with the salary cap, you can only tell them you can only spend X amount of money, you can only spend $20 million. And let's say the teams like Diamondbacks are willing to pay him $20 million, and the Yankees are willing to pay him $20 million. But the loophole is the Yankees are going to give him a signing bonus of, let's say, $10 million, the amount needed to get the player. And that signing bonus doesn't count towards the salary cap. And as you can see in the NFL, you have bad teams, you have good teams. So the same hierarchy is going to continue existing. So in essence, a salary cap doesn't need to come to fruition because the current system that we have right now is effective and works. Thank you for your time.